bewerten die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my beautiful mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video I'm just going to be sharing some thoughts on a new fragrance, Calvin Klein's Eternity for Men Parfum. I received this in the mail yesterday, but I was at work. I really wanted to try it out, but I just didn't have enough time. So I unboxed it this morning, wore it out to the cafe, and I've got some thoughts on it. I'm just going to read you out what I wrote about Eternity Parfum first, and then I'm going to share some more thoughts and feelings on the fragrance itself. Calvin Klein Eternity Parfum, it's got this soft vanilla feel that's quickly supplanted by this thick rum note. It's a late afternoon encounter, a moment of stark intoxication among friends. Bright and vibrant, but with the whisper of darkness, like all the lights being under threat of a sudden power outage. An occasional flicker that threatens a luxe party. Wild cheers, outrageous good times, but a creeping, lurching ghoul outside, lurking outside the windows. Think of a Friday the 13th movie, where all the 25-year-old teenagers are partying, screwing and getting loose, only for Jason to be stalking around outside, machete in hand, ready to take a few scalps and ruin the party. It shares little in common with the original Eternity, which was a gentle, herbal jaunt through an enchanted forest, moss, herbs and the soft sheen of moonlight. Eternity Parfum is bolder and more reckless. Think of the parties and violence of Camp Crystal Lake as the foreground, and then far in the background, the lush, green, but foreboding woods. Those are the delicate vegetal notes almost hidden in the Parfum. So in saying all of that, I've got some strong feelings about Eternity Parfum, although I've only been wearing it for about 3 hours. What I like about it is how boozy it is. I can't really think of a mainstream scent that's as boozy as Eternity Parfum. I paid $49.95 for 100 ml of the fragrance, and at that price it is pretty good value. I'm a big fan of this one, and I actually prefer the way Eternity Parfum smells to Defy Eau de Parfum and Defy Eau de Toilette. This is easily the best Calvin Klein Eternity fragrance that I've smelled, and that's coming from somebody that is a big fan of the original Eternity. I've got the original Eternity here. I'll just show you the designs quickly. They share an identical bottle, but are different in color. Like I said in what I wrote about Parfum, it's very boozy, it has this vanilla note, and it doesn't share a whole lot with the Eternity DNA, the classic Eternity DNA. There is a light herbal flourish in there, right in the background, but apart from that, it is very dissimilar from Eternity Classic. Eternity Parfum also reminds me of a couple of other fragrances. Mercedes-Benz Club Black with the vanilla note. Dunhill Desire Red with the vanilla note again. Actually, the amber quality of Mercedes-Benz Club Black does also remind me of Eternity Parfum as well. And then we also have Yo Pomme Eau de Parfum and Yo Pomme Wild in particular. This was the first fragrance that I thought of when I smelt Eternity Parfum. This also has a rum boozy note as well, but it's getting harder and harder to find. Eternity Parfum though is the more sophisticated scent. Yo Pomme Wild is very juvenile, very young, but still smells very nice. And this is a pretty nostalgic fragrance for me as well. I'll just show you them. Unfortunately, I believe Eternity for Men Parfum is going to get lost in the shuffle of the modern fragrance world. It's going to be overlooked because it's Calvin Klein, but there is a lot here to like. That rum note is just right in your face. It's the first thing you smell along with that vanilla, and it lingers long after the vanilla sort of fades into the background along with those background herbal notes as well. I love the way this one smells. Quite possibly the best Calvin Klein fragrance that I've ever smelt. What an unexpected gem for the year 2022. If you're a fan of Calvin Klein's more nuanced scents like CK1 Shock, then I really do think you're going to enjoy Eternity Parfum. If you're a big fan of the original Eternity DNA, check out Eternity Intense or Eternity Eau de Parfum. Those are both very earthy and herbal and are much closer related to the original Eternity. Eternity Parfum, again, is quite dissimilar to it. It's for fans of rum, vanilla, and slightly sweeter fragrances. So if you've ever worn Eternity Parfum before, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.